And we're back with the pants back. We just did the pants front a little while ago. Now we need the pants back to complete the task. Without the front, we can't do the back. The front must always be done first. Now we're going to be using the white square, pants side up, and we're going to start it in the same manner as the pants front. So we're going to draw the right angle, and we're still using the same 52 half hip measurement. So scale 1, scale 2, scale 3, and scale 4. Okay, I'm going to draw the pressing line straight down. And I'm going to draw it straight down to the hem line. So I'm going to draw a nice long line. I'm not concerned about the measurements at this point. Draw a nice long line. The next step is to draw the center back, which is scale 3, and I'm drawing a perpendicular line down. And scale 4, which is the crotch point. I'm drawing another perpendicular line down. Then I'm going to swivel my square around and close off the initial square. Now you notice that I'm drawing the line much longer than the scale 4 crotch point on the back. That is a characteristic of the back. I'm also going to make this line at the waist longer. So one of the main differences between the front and the back is the waistline is extended, the crotch point is extended. All right, so let's do the leg first, as we did with the front. So I'm going to measure down the inseam, which is 71, and half of that is 35.5, as we've already ascertained. Now at the front, I went up 10 centimeters to allow for a slight flare. So now I'm going to draw, I found the knee position, and I'm going to draw a perpendicular line to get my half knee in there, which really, this actually determines the width of the pants. Now, the half knee at the front is 11, so I'm going to mark that, I'm going to actually mark that in red, 11, and I'm going to add 2 centimeters at the back, so I'm going to do it 13. This is because the back of the pants are always larger than the front. Now the same thing at the hem line, I'm going to draw a perpendicular line. Now at the front, the pants measurement for the hem line was 12 centimeters. So I'm going to take and I'm going to mark that in red as I did previously. So 12 centimeters and 12 centimeters. So those are the front measurements, and we need those. Now I'm going to add 1 centimeter to each side. So 1 and 1. I'm going to connect these blue dots here. Now you notice that I didn't put any markings on that side. That marking will come when I put the front underneath the back to draw the outseam. Okay, so there is a partial leg. Now I'm going to continue on with the top portion of the pant. First thing I'm going to do is find the halfway point between the pressing line and the center back. So that comes out to 10.5, so it's going to be 5.25 is the center. And I'm going to draw a line connecting the center to the waist and beyond, as shown over here. So these are equal. I'm going to I'm going to actually find the end of the crotch. So the crotch point is going to be the same distance from here to here as is from here to there. So that is 5 centimeters, so I'm going to measure another 5 centimeters here. Okay. Next step is I'm going to measure 1 centimeter on that crotch point line, or the crotch height line. That is going to give me the correct curve when I anchor my French curve. It's going to give me the correct slope. The other thing that I have to do, I have to drop that back down 1.5 centimeters, right there. So, I'm going to anchor at the edge, anchor at the center back, and here, and you notice that the curve is going to drop slightly down, almost on the same parallel as this, on the same point as this point that I just marked here. So I'm just going to go to there, and then, as you can see, it's going to work out quite nicely. So there you have that. Now I'm going to finish the inseam with the French curve. Now, as I have said previously, you have to sweeten up these lines here because we are not angular, we are rounded. Okay, so there is the inseam along with the crotch point for the back. Now I have to find the waist. I find the waist by measuring 3 centimeters up here. So we raise that center back because we'll need it for the bum volume. And we're going to be using, as we did in the front, the half of the half back, 23 centimeters, and we're going to add a dart allowance. So it's going to be 3 centimeter deep dart, so 23 plus 3 equals 26. So I'm going to anchor the 26 centimeter point to that where I just measured, and I'm going to angle my measuring tape so that it hits that extension of the waistline. That is where I'm going to end my waistline. That's 26 centimeters. So I'm going to draw a line connecting these 2 points. Okay, now I'm going to find the halfway point of the 26, which is 13, right there. I'm going to draw a perpendicular line to that angle. So to find that, you always anchor your square on the straight line. And 13 centimeters is how long the start is going to be. So it's to here. And it's going to be 1.5 centimeters, it's going to be 3 centimeters deep, 1.5 centimeters on either side for the dart legs. So I'm drawing the dart legs in now. Okay. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually cut the paper. And I'm going to true up this line because when I cut my pattern out, if I don't true up that line, there's going to be a little bit of a dip there at the back, and you don't want that. So I'm just holding it together like this, and I'm going to actually do that in red so it's easier to see. Okay, so you see where I'm anchoring the square at both ends, like so. And there is the true line. Okay, now the next step, I'm going to take and place the back, or the front, underneath the back. First, in the first place, to check and make sure that I have my front measurements are accurate. So I have my square. And also to check and make sure so they are accurate. You see here the red marks? The red marks are exactly bang on, and these marks are perfect. The one thing that I didn't mark was the hip line. So the hip line is here on the front, but on the back I have to go out 2 centimeters. So it's out 2, right there. And I'm going to connect these lines. Okay, now I'm going to just take and shift. I'm going to take and shift this over so that the hemline and the hip line are matching the front. Just like so. So there's the hip line, there's the hemline. So now I'm going to take and I'm going to draw my outseam. Now how easy is that? And there you have a pants back.